Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Zoom Photography. Today, I want us to look at how to edit a brown skin lady and also using Beauty Retouch Academy Panel. But first of all, we'll start from Lightroom. So I've already imported my images and I've chosen this one to edit. I'll do the first thing, lens correction. Lens correction, this way. That's looking pretty good. The basic editing. I'll give a little exposure. This is about 0.55, yes. And then bring the highlight down a bit, tiny bit. That's okay. And then open the shadows because I want to see more of areas in the shadow area, especially the hair. And then I'll check the white point. Press Alt Option. And then as soon as I see a white dot, I let go. And the black point, I think the black point is okay. Yep, that's too much. Yeah, that's okay. So now I'll give it a little bit of vibrance. I usually don't touch the saturation because the effect doesn't look nice. Give a vibrance of 13 or 12%, yeah. And then if that's about it. That's about all that I do in Lightroom. I can now export it to Photoshop. I press Ctrl and click Edit in Photoshop CC 2019. So we'll wait for Photoshop to open and we start. Yeah, the image is here. Usually I would have done first things first, that's blemish remover and all that, but I learned a different method, so I want to use that method. I'll run the frequency separation at 16 bits because my image is 16 bits. I'll put my blur at 10. Usually around 10 is good for me. Yeah, and click OK. The rest will run. So the Retouch Academy, the frequency separation will run everything for you. So at this stage, I'll go to the low frequency. Then I'll take my mixer brush, the wetness around 5%, load, and then mix somewhere around 12% as well. And then decrease the flow to a bit. Alright, so with the mixer brush, make the brush a little bit smaller. Alright, so I brush. One thing about using this method is you don't brush from the highlight into the shadows. Wherever there is highlight, you brush between, you move out and brush between. You brush like places. Yeah, places that are similar, to smoothen, to flatten the image. So for now, I'm flattening the image. Later on, I'll bring the contour back using the dodge and bend method. So we are trying to flatten the image first. So as I said, the trick is don't brush the highlight into the shadow. Brush within the highlight separately and brush within the shadows separately, so that the colors will be well blended. Try to blend the colors nicely. Mother got a beautiful brown skin. So let's see the before and after. This is the before, this is the after. Hope you are seeing the changes. This is the before and after. Before and after. The picture is even looking great already. But I can even use this method to straighten the background, to make the background smooth. So I can brush on the background. Alright, so I think I'm okay at this stage. So the next step is go to the high frequency layer. That's the texture layer. So I go to the texture layer. I can zoom in way so that I can see all the blemishes. So the idea is to replace the blemish areas with a good texture from this similar area. So I'll take my clone stamp to shortcut is S. So I pick a sample close to the area I want to remove, and then I paint over it. Change the sample from current layer, not all layers. And then when you sample, we are sampling only the texture. We want only the texture, so we sample the texture and then paint, sample paint, sample paint, sample paint, sample paint, and take away all the blemishes. In order not to bore you, I'll speed this exercise up. I'll see you when I'm ready. So I've done both the high and the low layer. So I use the high layer to replace the texture, but using the clone stamp tool to replace the texture of places that have blemishes. By so doing, I've removed all the blemishes on the face. So next up is to do dodge and burn. So this layer, if you think what you've done is too much, you have the leverage to reduce the opacity, the total opacity over here. But I think I'm okay. So this is the before and after, before and after. Yeah. So the next on the Retouch Academy, what we'll use next is dodge and burn. I use the dodge and burn. With the dodge and burn, we want to recarve the face. Since we flatten it, we want to carve it back. We want to bring that dimension, depth to the image. Therefore, we have to dodge the bright areas and burn the dark areas. We take the brush and be on the dodge layer, and then I think this space it's okay, so I wouldn't go there under the on the chin. I think it's too much, so I'll lower the opacity to about 20-ish. Flow down, yeah, something like that. Then I'll bring back the highlights, the highlights, the bright areas. It gives some three-dimensional look or depth to the image. Alright, so let's go to the burn layer. So we are burning the shadowish area. Places that are very dark don't need more brush. There's a subtle change to bring dimension to the face. So I bring this area slightly under the lips. This area needs some burning. Yeah. The eyeshadow can burn the eyeshadow. If you think it's too much, you can lower the opacity of the layer. Yeah. Nice. A stamp visible layer. On my mouth, press Shift Alt Command E. What will happen is that all what we've done here will be copied onto a new layer and placed on top for us to work with. So these are new stamp visible in layer. It contains all the information here. So the next step is to make the image pop. Therefore, I'll go to my curve layer, raise the darks a bit, or too much. And then I'll bring this curve down and then raise the highlights. Bring it down a bit. Don't do it too much, subtle changes. This makes your image more contrasty. So let's see before and after. Before it was flat like this, after. So now you see it's make the image pops. If you think it's too much, you can always lower the opacity. Put it at 80 is good for me. So here you are before and after, before and after. Yeah. So guys, this is how I'll retouch my image using Beauty Retouch Academy, frequency separation and dodge and burn. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like you to subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and then ring the bell notification so that when I do more videos, you get a notification to watch. Thank you for watching. Bye.